everyone, and welcome to this episode of Unrestricted Entry. You entered at your own risk, so welcome. I'm Sasha, and let's get into today's episode. To start off, just a PSA, if you are a Trumpy, get the fuck off my page. I am not one to bring politics into every conversation, but given the climate that we are in right now, I'm going to. That's literally the only thing I have to say. If you align with that man, that moldy Cheeto, and his views, you can get out of here. Like in the most malicious way possible. Yeah, you can go. If you voted for him, go. Like that's literally just all I have to say. That's all I think. I don't want to explain that. I'm not going to go into depth with that. Um that's literally all I had to say. Yeah. So let's get into this episode. Um Hi guys. Oof, I'm cold. So, I'm wearing such a cute outfit right now. It's literally so basic, but it's like this backless shirt with like these jeans. And I feel that I look so cute and my hair looks so cute. It was actually like flatter than this earlier today. I took it out of the curl rods. If you watched my recent YouTube video, you know what style I did. But, it was really windy today, so all the wind plus like a little bit of humidity in the air kind of just like puffed it up. But it looks cute nonetheless. I'm gonna do a little casual serve for you real quick. Hold on. Glasses off. Glasses on. Okay, I'm done, but I'm gonna be serving for the rest of the episode, just not like consciously. But yeah. Welcome to this episode. I was wearing this really cute outfit today, and I literally told myself I have to take a picture before I leave because I had the perfect picture in mind. But I fully forgot after class. My last class, I have like a really long break in between it and my second class of the day. So by the time I like got to class, we had a sub and it was such a long class. Um like she was answering questions about a class that she teaches and it's like whatever. But it was just such a long class and everyone kept asking questions. And by everyone, I mean this one guy in my class who asks questions that just is a lot of nothing, I fear. He's really sweet. He's really nice. It's just like that class could have been over maybe a good 20 minutes before. He kept asking questions that were like, I feel like the most basic questions on earth, like not even like the best. And then she took 5 minutes to answer, 5 to 10 minutes to answer each question. It was just a yap session, yap, 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 yap. And she said we'd be yapping, but I didn't think we'd be yapping to that extent. It was a dangerous amount of yapping, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Um, but that was my last class, and I forgot to take a picture then. So I'm gonna rewear this outfit one day, and I'm gonna take the picture that I have in my mind because I need that picture. I like barely post on my Instagram. It was gonna be one of my posts, and now I can't do it because I don't have the picture. I don't have a single picture, a full picture in this outfit. I didn't take any TikToks like with the full fit. I only took a TikTok of like my face this morning before I left the house. Um, I'm gonna insert it because you deserve to see it. Yeah.
Yo, bitch not at home, she at the night show. Ooh.
I only took that, so I didn't really get anything in this fit, so I need to get a picture, even if I don't post it. Like I just need to know it was there. But yeah. Today I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I actually didn't decide. I couldn't go back to bed. So like I listened to Hypen's new album, which is really just two new songs and the rest of the shit that we already heard. Love them so bad, but they're like recently big B-Lift is like going to the Taylor Swift school of releasing albums and songs. Like they're going to the Taylor Swift school of releasing. It's really irritating because like, oh my God, make a new album. Like make a good full new album instead of releasing the same 15 songs over and fucking over again. And if you are going to release the same 15 songs over and over again, let it be Fate reimagined. You have a good album there. What is it, Dark Blood? Dark Blood or whatever the fuck. Really re-release Fate, make it longer. Instead of releasing Bring the Heat Back 15 times. Okay? I've had enough. Um this is at you, be live big hit, whoever the fuck. Okay? Re-release Fate longer. Anyways. Um But yeah, it was supposed to be a good day. It was a good day. Overall, it was a really good day. I had really good energy for somebody who woke up at 4 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. I mean, thankfully, my alarm rings at like 6 something. So I was able to get up and like stretch and like do a mini exercise. I listened to music. I listened to good feeling music. I made breakfast. I made a coffee, I did my makeup, and then I went to school. So like waking up wasn't at that time wasn't that bad, but it was just kind of like, oh, I would have loved to sleep. I would have loved to sleep. Um, but that morning, I'm one of those people, like me, my personality is I'm pretty level-headed, like I'm pretty calm. I don't really get like mad at things, you know what I mean? Like I do get mad. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm above everyone. I'm never mad." Like no, I do get mad. I do get, but I'm easily irritated, but I never really let it get into real genuine anger. I think it's either been a really long time or like since like I feel like it's been a while since I felt real genuine anger. You know what I mean? Um and this morning I think I was very close to that. And that was crazy because here's the thing. Big things, I'm pretty level-headed about big things. You know what I mean? For better or for worse, I'm pretty level-headed about big things. But when it comes to small, tiny inconveniences, I am the worst person to be around when those things happen. The worst person to be around because, first of all, these are rightful things to get mad at. This morning, I have to take the elevator to a specific floor on my school building to get to my first class. It's early in the morning, right? I came in on a good mood. It's windy. I'm warm. Like my hair looks good. My outfit looks good. I look good. Like the lip combo, the makeup, it's eating. Like I'm happy, or I'm content, And there's a lot of people in the elevator, of course, because some of them have to get to like the top of the building to go to their classes. Duh. I get off at one floor, the girl gets off at the same floor as me. Some people get off the elevator, like when it's full, I can understand you being in front of me. But some people get off the elevator the floor below the one we were gonna get off at. And when we get to the floor above the one that we're gonna get off at, when the door closes, I'm of course expecting the girl to move. She stands right in front of me the whole way up to the one floor. Like it's one floor, okay? But I can't help but feel irritated because it's like even if it is one floor, why are you still right in front of me? The automatic response when people get off the elevator is to move to the nearest empty space. Because in America, we like personal space. But it's like I was enjoying my personal space that morning. She was enjoying my personal space that morning. What the hell is your problem? What is your problem? Genuinely. I want to know. What is your issue? What is your damage actually? What is your damage? I'm standing right here. This girl is like 2 feet in front of me. I got so mad I almost coughed on her neck. Like I was about to start a brawl in that elevator. I was about to yell corners and just pop her in the head. Like, and this may be like a small, stupid thing to get irritated at. But why are you still standing in front of me and there's a whole empty space in the middle for you to be in so you can get out the elevator? And then I get off the elevator and I go into the bathroom. She's right behind me, girl. When I tell you I let that door fall on her, like, I don't care. Because guys, if it had been because I'm breathing, and if you could see, like, if you could see breath, if you could see air, I'm pretty sure my breath would have been hitting her neck. You stupid hoe. Why are you in front of me like that? Oh my God. It be small shit like that that makes me crash out. And then I wash my hands in the bathroom and then I go to class. Usually I arrive like a good few minutes before my class starts so I can get my seat and be next to the cute boy in my class. Um, and whatever. I get my seat. Girl, why I walked into class and there's this random bitch in my seat. Y'all, y'all, y'all. It is more than halfway through the semester. We just passed midterms 1 or 2 weeks ago. It's more than halfway into the semester. Everybody in this classroom has sit in the same seat throughout this whole semester. Maybe some people came late and they couldn't get, and maybe some people came late and they couldn't get to their seat all the way at the fucking end of the room. But since the beginning of the semester, me specifically, I have my seat, I have my spot, I am always there. I'm right by the door. Usually someone doesn't sit next to me because that seat that's next to me is behind the door. I'm right by the edge of the door, and that seat stays empty, and there's the cute boy on my left. Okay, if I've sat there and I get there early every class, I get there early every class, and because I get there early every class, that seat is mine. But even if I get there late every class, it's more than halfway through the semester. Go to your fucking seat. I can't stand when people violate the unassigned assigned seat chart. Because everybody knows humans are routinely driven. Okay? Some people don't have a routine, but certain things in people's routines, even if they claim they don't have one, stay the same. Okay? Because it's comfortable. Because we don't, unless we have a reason to, we usually don't have a reason to deviate from that said routine. So why am I coming into class and this random bitch who I've never seen in my fucking life is sitting in my fucking seat? And mind you, the rest of the class, not a lot of people showed up. Not a lot of people showed up because it was a holiday, but I didn't know it was a holiday. My brother texted me and he's like, "Why are you going to school? It's a holiday." And I'm like, "It's not a holiday for me. Don't scare me like that. I'm on the train and it's 7 in the morning. I'll turn the fuck back around." Oh my God, guys. So for most of the class to be empty, and your seat is probably empty too, whoever the hell you are, why the flying fuck are you in my seat? Oh my God. And so I sat in the seat where the cute guy usually sits. He didn't come to class today, but I sat in the seat where he usually sits. I have never felt so freaking claustrophobic in my life. I was like, how does this guy do this? And he's a big guy. Like, he's a tall, kind of broad-shouldered guy. How does he do that? I I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm skinny legend. Good luck finding my waist. But I'm like I'm tall, but I'm pretty small. I'm pretty small. If I'm feeling claustrophobic, imagine how he feels. Why are you in my seat? Why are you in my seat? But like he's used to being there. Because when I came, because always I like I said, I always come early to the class. I sit there, he chose to sit next to me. I've spoken a word to this guy in my life. I don't know if he has a girlfriend, and I don't give a fuck to find out. Like, he's just eye candy. I didn't even know what the fucking front of his face looked like until like maybe last week. Safe to say he's fine. Safe to say he's fine and he dresses nice. Sometimes, no, I'm not even gonna say it. But but yeah, like, am I bugging? Why the fuck are you in my seat? So, first elevator bitch, then seat bitch. People almost got kicked today. Like, and that was a good 10 minutes into me arriving at school. What? Oh my God. Thank God the rest of the day went well and that nobody decided to, oh my God. Because the thing is, when you're in classrooms, if there's a lot of my classes are big. If there's a lot of space, I like to have space between me and the person near me. Like, I am so big on this. Give people personal space. I don't know if it's because I'm black, y'all don't give a fuck about my personal space, but y'all need to give people their fucking personal space. It's either when you're black, people care so much about your personal space because they think you're gonna rob them that they don't sit next to you on the train, or they don't give enough of a fuck about you personally, or whatever the fuck, to be all up in your personal space. Because the thing is too, what I can't stand, if the if what's said is true and you left your moms in the hood, no. What else I can't stand? When I'm on the train and some rando decides to just sit in, like, not even sit, stand near me. Oh, lean against the door. Like, I understand if there's nowhere to go, that you're in the middle, or like your partner is right there, so you're right next to your partner. But the other day, this lady, this like, and she's brolic too, like she's big, she's built. She comes, I'm sitting in the seat nearest to the aisle seat, I think it is. Not the aisle seat. Is it the aisle seat? No, it's not the aisle seat. It's the seat that's facing the windows or the train doors. I'm not even on the edge by the door. I'm in the middle, right? I'm in like the end near the aisle seats. She comes and she stands right in front of me the whole train. And some people flat out refuse to hold the train. Like they flat out refuse to hold the turn, like hold anything to help themselves stand still. So she's bopping back and forth. People are exiting the train and you're still right in front of me. I can't stand when people do that. Cause move, go about your business. Go be in your own personal space. You enjoy my personal space. I enjoy my personal space. Can you move? I don't know you. And it's like I can't stand that. And that's just like something that like it's like I just sometimes I just look at them, like I just stare at them while they're standing in front of me, and then till I get them to move. Because what the hell is wrong with you? Go somewhere else. Go elsewhere. Like I understand when it's to the point where you feel like you've been in one spot for too long, like moving now would just be awkward, but no one's gonna judge you. Move, get the fuck out of people's face. Like actually, get out of my face. That's that's let me stop ranting about that. Let me stop ranting about that because yeah. Let's go on to the topics of like that's just I just had to get that off my chest. Like that's just what I had to talk about. Let's get into the topic of today's videos. Speaking of college, stop making mixtapes and go to college. Y'all mixtapes are trash, and I'm telling you that right now. There's already a Playboy Cardi, and you trying to be Playboy Cardi incarnate. He's already here. He's still here. Like I fear making mixtapes on SoundCloud at 2024 at your big ass grown age. Like you need to stop. Either send it to a record label and actually try to get them to invest in you. Like a why do I sound Canadian? What is going on? Invest in you? Like youth? Smoke that you. Like no, I don't speak like that. Actually get it, send it to a record label and try to get them to invest in you, or stop. Go to college. If you want to do music so bad, get a degree in producing or go study under someone for producing, get an internship, get an apprenticeship, something. But making beats on GarageBand and trying to be Playboy Cardi when we already have him, it needs to stop. Get your own original sound and stop posting on SoundCloud. Nobody's on that shit anymore. Like, I'm sorry. I go on SoundCloud sometimes and the most recent shit I hear is shit from 2022. Like, the most recent shit I hear is from 2022 when people used to be taking SoundCloud audios for edits. I'm just saying that because, like, go to college. Go do something. You want to do music, go to college, get an internship, boom, you're in the music business. Get a job, boom, you're in the music business. Get another internship, boom, you're in the music business. Like, it's really, like, it's not easy, but it's also easier than what the fuck you're doing. Mixtape after mixtape after mixtape, spending money on studio time, and then you're doing fucking nothing with it. It's going nowhere because you're trying to make your shit sound like everybody else's shit. That don't make no sense. Like, Get an original sound. Perfect your sound. The reason Cardi got like found is because he was unique and he perfected his crazy ass sound. Okay? Enough. Enough. Like I was walking with my friend Jay. Hey. And some dude was on the street talking about his mixtape at your grown ass age. Like, no, how are you 50 something talking about a mixtape? Get a job. Go work for the MTA. Go collect garbage. Get a union job. Garbage men get paid a lot, and I would hope so. If I have to go home smelling like a bile all freaking day, all right? If I have to go home smelling like bile, I'd hope that I'm getting paid well. It's a union job, okay? Do your shit. Like I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. I feel like this is just really a ranting episode because I'm like talking so angrily, but actually I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm actually in a pretty good mood. Like, yeah. Oh, Lord, it's cold. The wall is cold, and I'm wearing this backless shirt and it's cold. Okay. Um, Another topic that I had to talk about, harmful pranks. I do not fuck with harmful pranks. I do not fuck with harming people and saying that it's a prank. You are a dickhead and you need to be put down. Like, oh my God, those videos of those grooms at their weddings throwing cake in their bride's face or doing some stupid shit like that and effectively ruining her day for a chuckle for you and the boys. This Canadian accent gotta go. I don't know what I've been watching, but it has to go. But just for a chuckle for you and the boys, you need to be put down. Like someone needs to kick you in the head. Oh, that's also funny, bitch. Ha ha, hardy har har. That was a laugh for me and the girls, bitch. What the fuck? Like, oh my God, I'm cursing so much. But like, like it don't make no sense. How is it harmless, harmful? Oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Take a joke. I hate people like that. You're intentionally going out of your way to be mean to someone. Even if someone's like, oh, I just simply don't like it. You still doing that is going out of your way to intentionally be mean and harm someone. Even if you think, oh, it's going to be safe, it's going to be a little prank. Doing that in front of other people on a special day, you're a dog and you need to be put the fuck down. Like, I actually, like, that shit drives me nuts. Like, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's talk about crying during weddings. Little segue. If my man is not crying during our wedding, I fear throw him away. Throw him away, throw him away, because I'm gonna be in tears in my beautiful makeup and in my beautiful dress. I'm gonna be fighting back tears. You're not wearing makeup. The fuck you gotta fight for? You better be crying. I'm walking down the aisle looking like Aphrodite dropped down herself. Love you, Bookie. Like, not even Aphrodite dropped down herself. Looking like Aphrodite blessed me herself. Love you, Bookie. And you are not shedding a tear. You're just looking at me walk down. Are you stupid? Are you Oh my God, I can't even think of that. That's so psychopathic. To not cry at your wedding? First of all, there's so many reasons to cry at a wedding. You know what I mean? Like, one of them being the fact that, like, you've been planning this shit for who knows how long. Some weddings take like years to plan. Some takes months, some take literal years to plan because everyone wants to get it down to the last detail. One, you're crying because your bride looks beautiful. Two, you're crying because you're making a big commitment. Three, you're crying because the stress of the wedding is finally over. Four, you're crying because you're also getting a trip to frickin' Bali or whatever the fuck paid for. Five, you're crying because it's your fucking wedding. You're getting married. You're marrying the love of your life. Like you're supposed to be crying. If you're not crying during our wedding, you are a psychopath. Like I'm it's like red flag number one. That's how we have to start our marriage off right. Are you kidding me? You have to cry. You have to shed a tear. You have to cry. You have to cry. Like I feel so strongly about this because like I can understand when people say they're not going to cry at their wedding, but let me put it in this thing. Everybody who says they're not going to cry at their wedding are going to be the ones bawling their eyes out at their wedding. You jinx yourself when you say stuff like that. Stand in it because you're going to cry at your wedding. Okay? Everybody who says that jinxes themselves because they're going to cry at their wedding. They are. They are. I promise you they are. I promise. Um, because the reason most people say, oh, they're not going to cry at their wedding is because they've never been in such an amount of love. Like they've never been so in love that they feel the need to cry at their wedding. But a wedding is a very emotional, lovely moment. And you don't know that until you get in there. You know what I mean? Um, but everybody who says they're not going to cry at their wedding usually end up crying at their wedding because, babes, you're watching your bride, your groom, like walk down the aisle and get ready to literally like marry you. And then you're going to go on a honeymoon, and then you're going to be husband and wife, or husband and husband and wife, or like whatever combination you are. And it's going to be beautiful, especially if you're dressed to the nines. Yeah, my husband better be looking at me smiling with tears. And none of that fake shit either, just because I'm saying this, because I will know. I'll know. I'll step on your foot and make you cry. How about that? Like, but yeah, the reason I think people say that so objectively is because they're like, oh, they've never been in such an amount of love. But hopefully, if you're marrying someone, you're so in love with them that them even like doing something cute for you on your birthday is gonna make you like tear up or cry. Okay? When you're in that amount of love, it's not gonna be hard to be moved to tears. So a momentous occasion like a wedding, it's gonna be easy to cry. So literally when you say, "Oh, I'm not gonna cry at my wedding," you're jinxing the fuck out of yourself. I hope you know that. Um, Me personally, I don't think I'm gonna be like bawling, but it'll be the closest I'll come. Like it'll be the closest. Like if I marry, like let me not. Let me not. You're like it's gonna be the closest you're gonna come to it. Yeah, because first of all, I got wedding makeup on, so I can't really cry anyway. Um, Unless I do a bareface wedding, but why would I do that? I bareface every other day, like it's my wedding. Um, but yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna be tearing up a little. So the fact that you're not wearing makeup and you're not crying, death. Like now, let's take a brief intermission for me to drink some water, and you should drink some water too, because when you're dehydrated, you die. Tasty. I love me some water. If you're a grown adult who doesn't like the taste of water, you need to get yourself fucking checked into a psychiatric hospital. Because at your grown age, you're putting shit in water to make it taste better. Doesn't need to have a taste, just fucking drink it. And plus, water tastes different. Well, I mean, it doesn't need to have a taste, but it does. Water has a taste or like a consistency. I feel like taste is not the right word when used to describe water. I feel like it's a mix between taste and consistency, but I do not know what that word is. Because like Evian, Evian tastes like minerals, but it also has a consistency of minerals because there's a lot of minerals and stuff in Evian. But I feel like taste is just not the right word for water. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion. But like I said, waters have different tastes depending on what's in them. Poland Spring, there's nothing in that shit. It's pure water. Fiji tastes heavier. See, that's the thing. People are like, "Oh, the taste is so heavy." Like I understand how a taste can be heavy, but I still feel like it's not the right word because I feel like a consistency is heavy. Consistency is heavy. Mass. Like I don't know. Like I need a word. Like taste is not correct, but I know what you mean, you know? But Fiji and Evian taste a little heavier because they have minerals. Evian has the most minerals, whereas Fiji doesn't have as much minerals. And it's important, and this is a thing that they don't teach you, it's important to have minerals in your water. That's why when I go outside, I do get an Essentia. I don't usually reach for Poland Spring, even though it's the cheaper one. I like getting Evian and Fiji when I can because it is important for you to have minerals in your water, even though it tastes um heavy, or it's not like it doesn't taste cold, like it doesn't feel cold. Like I some people have said that like Evian doesn't really taste or feel cold to them. It has the most amount of minerals in it, and you need minerals in your water so you don't get as dehydrated often. Because like Evian has like calcium and like some other shit that comes from like sand or whatever, or rocks or whatever. And that's why it's like also recommended to put a little teaspoon, not teaspoon, like a little pinch of sea salt in like your water to get like all the electrolytes and hydrating things um that you would get from like a water like Evian or Fiji. But yeah, it's important to drink water with that, and I think you guys should really look it up. I heard it on, I think on like the Zac Efron show, or was like Anna Kendrick there? I don't know. A celebrity went to like Europe and they were like, "Oh, I didn't realize that the water in Europe had like calcium in it. That's so interesting. Why is that?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, it comes from the rivers, like it's natural, and it stops you from being so dehydrated so fast." And people, well, I mean, especially here where coffee is like reigning supreme recently, um uh it's important to know things like that, especially when choosing water to drink and like hydrate yourself with, because it is true. Like I've noticed a difference between when I drink like a liter of Evian versus when I drink like a liter of Fiji. Not liter of Fiji, liter of like Essentia. So that's like a little tidbit that I think you guys should take into account. And I don't know how I got on this topic. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Like, how did we get here? I don't even know how to like go back because I don't know how I got here. But yeah, um, talk about it. Anyway, what's you guys' coffee orders? Um, Blank Street reigns supreme. Blank Street sponsor me. Sponsor me! Blank Street sponsor me. I've given you a lot of money and I've sent a lot of people to you. Like, you'd actually be surprised how much people I've put onto Blank Street in like the last maybe year of my life. Um, my coffee order from Blank Street is a, depends on the day, but I love me a good strawberries and cream latte. I usually get it with regular milk, just because I don't feel like paying extra for oat or ew, I hate oat. Unpopular opinion, I really hate oat milk or almond milk. Um, which is crazy because I put on a lot of people to onto oat milk when it wasn't popular yet in like my circle, and then it started gaining a little more popularity. But like I used to put all my friends on oat milk because I'm like, oh, this tastes so good. Like the consistency is good. And I really did like it when I first got it. Because I think I got it in my coffee on accident one day. They were like, what's the, I got it, I like said oat because I read it on the board instead of saying almond or soy. I love soy milk. They're like, oh, soy's not good for you. Who cares? Neither is the 10-piece McDonald's chicken nugget that you're putting in your that you're stuffing down your gullet, okay? Like soy, it's fine. Um, but yeah, I got it by accident and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But then after a while, low key, I don't know what happened. I think I got too used to it, but the taste of oat was so distracting anytime I put it in any of my drinks, so I stopped drinking it. Um, it was too strong for me. So I went back to almond or soy milk, and I recognized that soy milk is my favorite. I do love soy milk, but I do want to try pistachio milk. But yeah, comment down your orders. I want to know your coffee orders. I love a good coffee order. I love coffee. I drink it like every I drink it like every podcast, every video. I'm like, let me take a break. I need to take a sip of my coffee. I do actually drink water, guys. Coffee and water are like the only two beverages that I drink just because I'm not a big juice or soda person. I crave it like once in a while, but usually when I want to taste, I'll go for coffee. I like a good coffee, a good iced coffee, a latte, macchiato, iced americano, espresso, cappuccino. Like there's not much that I don't drink when it comes to coffee. Um, I'm an aficionado, I'm a snob, whatever the fuck. I'm not like the biggest one though. Like I'm not doing my research on coffee. Like I just drink it and I know if it tastes good or bad. That's fucking crazy. Maybe it's me just being I thought I just saw something peek out my closet. Huh, Lord, is she? Jesus. Like it could just be me like seeing shit out the corner of my eye. But yeah, I love me some coffee. Coffee snob over here, coffee aficionado. Yeah. Anyway, since it is like getting to a good point in this episode, let's get into media, like stuff that I've been enjoying recently. I rewatched the Nola Holmes 1 and 2 yesterday. I love those movies so bad. Like those movies are just such comfort films. Um, First of all, Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes. Let's get into that. Yeah, I watched those two. What else did I watch? I watched Mr. Malcolm's List, which you can watch on Prime Video, has Theo James in it, and I love it. It's so good. I recommended it to my friend, and low-key, unpopular opinion or very popular opinion, I don't know. The main couple's relationship was like actually the boring one. Like I was not really interested in it, and you'll see why when you watch the film. If you do watch the film based on this recommendation, you'll see why I wasn't really interested in them. But Theo James's character, like the second leads, they had a more interesting chemistry driven relationship. Not to say that the main leads didn't have chemistry. They did have chemistry and I actually was interested in their storyline, but like I think that they really dulled in comparison to the second leads and how they evolved. Because it was like kind of it was the second leads were kind of like slow burn, but like quiet slow burn. Like you didn't really see it until you saw it, which I really liked. Um, Hold on. Look, I don't know why it's not unlocking. I hate when it does shit like this. Um, okay, let's get into like my media. Let's get into sound. Sound, music. Music. Okay, so my top songs were Friends by V. I love that song. Let me give you a list of it. Friends. I love that song. Can't You See Me by Tomorrow by Together and Only by Lehigh. My top albums were Summer and Abandon by Pinback, Speak for Yourself by Imogen Heap, and The Dream Chapter Eternity by Tomorrow by Together. Yeah, I was listening to a lot of that stuff. I really like, I don't know why. I've really been in the mood for slow romance ballads recently. Like Only Friends. I mean, I usually like pretty sad songs. Like I just like the sound and the feeling of them. They're like comfort, like they're like blankets, you know what I mean? But I've been really liking the sound of like Friends by V. Like I love that song. I think it's one of his best songs. If you don't know what it sounds like, you should go listen to it. It's so good. Um, yeah, but friends don't say words that make friends feel like more than just friends, just for now. Yeah, I'm over pretending, so let's put the ends. Anyway, I finished my Goodreads challenge. I don't know if I said that in my last video, but I did finish my Goodreads challenge. I read 51 out of 50 books. Yeah, I've entered a reading slump. I have so many books that I want to read, and I can't read any of them. I bring them with me to school and like I try to read them on the train. I was on the train and I was reading it and I was on the same page for 3 stops. That's like 15 minutes. I was on the train. I literally was looking at the words on the paper and disassociating. I'm in such a reading slump and it's so sad because I actually really want to read the books that I have right now, but I can't read them because I'm not in the mood to read them because I've read so much for this freaking challenge. And that, my friends, is the trouble of being a binge reader. Like I like know in my heart that I want to read more, but I know that my mind cannot take it if I read anymore. And like that is very sad. Like it's to the point where I haven't even been able to like journal fully because of how much of a reading slump I've been in. Like I don't want to journal, I don't want to read, I don't want to do home. Like I don't want none of it. I'm burnt out. Um yeah. In other news, well, my dog broke. It fell. Um, but I'm gonna get some super glue and I'm gonna super glue this bitch back on because no. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that me yelling and ranting for basically an entire hour really sat well with you. Um, yeah, thank you so much for watching and bye.